Hi, today we're going to talk about fungal gnats and what they actually are and how to combat them around your home. Okay, let's talk fungal gnats. Fungal gnats are those tiny little flies that you often see hanging around your face, perhaps when you're having a cup of coffee or when you're on your iPhone. And what they love is the carbon dioxide that we breathe, which is why they hang around our face. They love home temperatures of anything between 17 to 25 degrees. So let's face it, we all have the perfect breeding grounds for these fungal gnats to breed. They are plant killers and they will kill your plants. They like to feed on those fine little root hairs that you have in your plants, and they actually will spread more fungal diseases. So what do you do if you have fungal gnats within the home? That's simple. You need to make sure that your soil is kept dry. So when we say to water your plants and we tell you to give it a good soak, just allow that soil to dry out. The fungal gnats love soggy, wet, moist soils. So if you can see little flies hanging about your plants, the best way is to act quickly. So a lot of you may have heard of a product called Eco Neem Oil, which we highly recommend. So you use it to the manufacturer's guide and you basically pop it into your watering can, mix it up, dilute it with some water, and then give your plant a really good drench. Allow the soil again to dry out and repeat the process if you can still see little flies lying around. Another great option is the apple cider vinegar. Now, they love the apple cider vinegar, so a really good idea is to act as a trap. And what we do is we basically pop it into the little bowl and then we mix it with a little bit of organic dishwashing liquid, and then we stir it around like so. And then we place that little bowl as a preventative at the back of our plants. Obviously not at the front because that's just not going to look great. So we pop it at the back, and what happens is that little bowl of apple cider vinegar becomes a little trap for those fungal gnats to fly into. And it's a really great preventer. Now, if you have an infestation, you are going to have to sadly repot your whole plant. So what we recommend is taking the plant out, giving the roots a really good soak with either your apple cider vinegar or your Eco Neem oil. Make sure that you've fully drenched the roots, then repot again with a premium organic with slow release fertilizer in your soil mix and start all over again. Another option you can choose to use is Diatomaceous Earth, but we recommend food grade. So what you have to do then is just place the Diatomaceous Earth on the top inch of the soil, and what that will do is it will stop the fungal gnats from wanting to lay their larvae on your soil. You can also use a washed sand, not sand from the beach, because obviously if you're going to use sand from the beach, it's got too much salt in it. So a washed sand, and then that will quickly drain away and it will again stop those fungal gnats from laying on your soil. Overall, we highly recommend that you keep your soil dry. Don't let it sit in soggy, wet soils because it will only attract the fungal gnats. If you're still having trouble with your watering, we highly recommend our Sustee watering device, which tells you when to water and when not to, and it's a really simple preventative.